What is the 5-second rule? What is the 5-second rule? Almost everyone has dropped some food on the floor and still wanted to eat it. If someone saw you drop it, he or she might have yelled, 5-second rule. This so-called rule says food is okay to eat if you pick it up in 5 seconds or less. Does the 5-second rule really work? We've all done it. Dropped some food on the floor, picked it up, given it a quick wipe and put it in our mouth. The theory is that if food dropped on the floor is picked up quickly enough, it's safe to eat. While some people are firm believers, others use the rule to convince themselves that it's okay to eat a fallen morsel. Some call it 5-second rule. Others know it as the 3-second rule. Whichever you're familiar with, it certainly isn't based on science, says Dr. Ronald Coulter, a microbiologist from Queen Mary University of London. To prove what he said, Dr. Coulter subjected the 5-second rule to the rigors of scientific testing. His trial involved dropping pieces of pizza, apple and buttered toast on different surfaces artificially contaminated with E. coli to eliminate what could happen if you drop food onto a heavily contaminated surface. The study was to determine if the time the sample was left on the surface affected the degree of contamination picked up. Food poisoning. The idea that dirt is good and hygiene somehow unnatural has been popularised in the media. For those who believe that a little dirt never hurt anyone, here's a sobering statistic. Each year in the UK, around 1 million people suffer a food-related illness. Of these, about 20,000 people require hospital treatment and up to 500 may die as a result. Many of these cases could have been avoided through basic hygiene such as hand washing and preparing and cooking food properly. Back in the lab, Dr. Coulter analysed the food samples and found that they were all covered in germs compared with control samples that had not been dropped. The samples were dropped on the contaminated surfaces and picked up either immediately or after 5 or 10 seconds. Each sample tested was heavily contaminated. The 5-second rule has little effect on the amount of bacteria you could pick up from a heavily contaminated surface, says Dr. Coulter. Think about this. If you drop food on a floor, it's better to put it in the bin rather than your mouth. No matter if it's at home or on the carpet, the kitchen floor or in the street. My advice is, if you drop it, chuck it. Dr. Coulter's simple test is backed up by other research performed in recent years, proving that the 5-second rule is a complete myth. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed.